Hello everyone, today in this video, I'll be counting down the top 5 coasters that really blew my expectations away. Out of the 33 roller coasters that I have ridden, there has actually been a couple of surprises along the way, and so that is what I am counting down today. But before I get into it, if you're new here and you like what I post, consider subscribing. It'd really help me out a lot in my journey to 500 subscribers, and I have something really funny planned that I'd like to get started to work on. So if that subscribe button down below is red, click it to make it gray and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 5, starting off the list, we have Laugh Track at Hershey Park. This might be a weird pick, but you gotta remember the first time that I wrote this, I still hadn't really exactly overcome my fear of roller coasters yet. So going into this, I knew this was a family coaster. So yeah, I was a little nervous because I knew it was like on the, I guess, extreme side of the family coaster market, but I also knew it wouldn't be that bad. And then I strapped in and we went. And then I remember seeing that drop for the first time. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks very steep. So yeah, I was very scared. But I remember getting off of it thinking, that was like a lot more than what I thought it would be. Yeah, it's a family coaster, but it's definitely more of a thrilling family coaster, kind of something like Comet. To me, Comet is a family coaster, something that everyone can ride, but it's not exactly like a trailblazer kind of ride either, if that makes sense. So yeah, Laugh Track definitely did blow me away in terms of how it is as a family coaster. This is definitely one of the more underrated rides at Hershey Park in my opinion. At number 4, we have Shockwave at Six Flags Over Texas. So going into this ride, I knew that this would be an intense roller coaster. Now, I think I did have my expectations set a little bit too high for this, because I was going into this thinking, 6 G-forces, 2 back-to-back vertical loops, insane ejector airtime. Yes, this is going to be an amazing roller coaster. And yes, it was. And you may be asking, well, it seems like you're kind of underhyping it. Why is it on this list? Well, it's for these 2 humps right here, or like these valleys. I don't know how. The ejector airtime was a lot more intense than I thought it would be. It actually hurt my thighs. It was so bad. I thought I bruised my legs. The ejector airtime was just that awesome. So yeah, this ride definitely blew me away with its ejector airtime. However, the positive G-forces were they just kind of felt like Super Duper Loopers loop, which, don't get me wrong, they're very intense loops, but I think I overhyped it a little bit, which is kind of my fault, I guess. Coming in at number 3, we have Sky Rush. Okay, so this one, going into this, I knew this would probably be my number 1, probably the most intense roller coaster I ever rode, and yes, all of those were correct. But Sky Rush exceeded my expectations. That's how good this ride is. I thought this airtime would be really intense, and it was really intense. And this ride just blew me away the first time I rode it. I was very scared going into it, yes. I remember, I was prepared for the drop, because I know I was going to get catapulted a second time out of my seat. And when it happened, I'm like, oh, that was good. That was not underhyped at all. That just exceeded my expectations right there. Automatically my number 1. But then I had the rest of the layout to go. So yeah. Sky Rush is definitely a roller coaster that exceeded my expectations and blew me away. I remember I was sitting on the final brake run. I turned over to Hershey Park Enthusiast and said, that's my new number 1. And I just had the biggest smile on my face. So yeah. Definitely a very surprising roller coaster for me. Coming in at number 2, we have Titan at Six Flags Over Texas. Now you might be asking, why is Titan above Sky Rush? If Sky Rush is your number 1 and you just said it exceeded your expectations, beyond belief, how is Titan at number 2? Well, think about it this way. I've heard so much bad things about the Geo Vanilla Hypers. And, I heard a couple good things the helixes are very intense. But that's about it. There's no way that I can make this ride elite, right? Wrong. This ride is amazingly fun. The drop was pretty good. The airtime hill was really good. Of course, the helixes, like I said, were amazing. The brake run sucks, but come on, you can't let that ruin the ride for you. It is an absolutely necessary brake run. But the reason why I put it over Sky Rush is because going into the mindset that this was probably going to be one of the worst hypercoasters ever, Obviously, it exceeded my expectations by a long shot. This ride blew me away, and I consider myself a Titan fanboy, not gonna lie. This ride was really, really fun, and I think more people should be talking about it. At number 1, I am sure this came to no surprise to anyone. It is Big Dipper at Camden Park. How could I not put this at number 1? This is the best wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden in my life. I know, a 45-foot tall wooden coaster in the middle of nowhere at a park no one's ever heard of is the best wooden roller coaster I've been on. Out of all the GCIs, Comet, Drudgery Scream, you would think those rides were way better, have better airtime. But no, Big Dipper, I don't know, man. This ride has amazing ejector airtime that I thought no way could carry the ride. Sure, I've heard the drop was pretty good in the back, but I thought that was it. But no, you get 3 amazing ejector airtime moments on this ride, counting the drop. The drop, you come 3, maybe even 4 inches out of your seat. I would estimate at least. So yeah, so going into this, I was thinking this ride was gonna be all right, it's gonna be a nice wooden coaster with a nice good drop. All right, cool. I came out of this, I'm like, okay, that is the best wooden coaster I've ever been on, without a doubt. So yeah, Big Dipper definitely deserves the number 1 spot, purely because of how, the scale of the coaster. But yeah, that'll do it for my list for the top 5 roller coasters that surprised me. Comment down below a roller coaster that you have ridden that really exceeded your expectations. And if you are new here and you like what I post, consider subscribing. If you like the video, drop a like down below. But that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you all later. Bye.